In the previous video, I had to stop in the middle of nowhere because my battery on my computer ran out. So let's try and pick up where we left off. So we are trying to solve this this equation here. So rather than solving this whole thing here, I said that there was another way of doing it. We could move these two terms across here. So we could do this instead. We could try and solve this x to the power of 3 plus x squared plus 1 over x equals 3x plus 2. So we could draw this graph, and then we could draw this graph, and then find out where they intersect. And by the way, you don't have to do this. You could do this. So you are here. You could do this. X to the power of 3, maybe plus this here, and then over on this side you could have 3x plus 2 minus x squared. You could try and draw this graph, and then draw this graph, and then find out where the two intersect. Or you could do it. Well, there are lots of different ways. You could try and do this one, and then equals 3x plus 2 minus x to the power 3 minus x squared. You could try and draw this graph, and then this graph, and then find out where the two intersect. Well, as it turns out in this video, we are doing it this way. We are trying to do it x to the power 3 plus x squared plus 1 over x equals 3x plus 2. We are going to draw this graph and this graph here, and this here is a green line here, okay, and then this here is the blue curve here, okay. And in the previous video we said that we found one solution here because there's a crossover between here and here. So let's take off from the crossover. So here we've created our table here, and when x is 0, the blue line will be infinity. That means it's going to be somewhere up there, really high up. The straight line, which is the green line here, will be 2. Right here. So at the moment the blue line is above the green line. Now let's look at when x is equals to 0.2. So 0.2 somewhere here, and look at this. The blue line is above the green line. So look at this. So that means at 0.2 the blue line is above the green line. So I'm guessing the green line to be here, the blue line to be up here. Okay, so hang on. So I'm guessing the blue line to be up here, the green line to be down here. Now let's look at 0.4. Well, 0.4 we've got to switch over because here this number here is lower than this number here. So that means the blue line is below the green line. So there must be a crossover, because over here the blue line is above the green line, and then over here it's below the green line. So therefore the crossover, we've got a solution somewhere in between here. So if you had to guess, I would take a number between this and this. Okay, I would guess 0.3. And then if we continue at 0.6, well, the blue line is below the green line. So that means the blue line is below the green line somewhere. Now let's look at 0.8. So we are moving along in this direction. Okay, at 0.8, don't forget there's another solution somewhere over here, like this. The blue line goes up like this, and the green line is a straight line. So there is a crossover in there from our graph. So let's look at this here. The blue line here is below. The blue line here is below the green line. So that means we are the blue line below the green. Okay, let's keep on going. At 1, so that's exactly at 1. That's exactly halfway between 0 and 2. Well, at 1, the blue line is still below the green line. So at 1, the blue line below the green line, and then here the blue line is still below the green line. The blue line here is still below the green line. At 1.4, the blue line is still below the green line. Okay. At 1.6, the blue line is now above the green line. So there must be a crossover now. You see, this number here is above the green line. So over here, the blue line is below the green line. So there's a switch over in between here. So we are going to guess that another solution would be 1.5. Okay, it's in between. Well, we're going to guess 1.5. Over here we guessed 0.3. So this point here, so you can see there's a crossover. So take a guess. So x equals this is one solution. X equals this is another solution. Now let's look at the negative side. So we can see there's a solution here. Okay, so whatever this x is right here, that's a solution. And then there's another one somewhere down here because there's a crossover. Okay, so again, to do this, you would create your table. Hang on, where's my table? Here. Okay, so you create yourself a table like this. Okay, now we are going in the negative direction. So we are going in this direction now. This is negative 0.2, negative 0.4, negative 0.6, negative 0.8, and so on. So we are going in this direction. Okay, so let's have a look at this. When x is negative 0.2, let's say somewhere around here. Okay, the blue line is negative 4 point something. So somewhere here. Okay, and the green line is just this should be the green line is 1.4. So that's somewhere up here. You see the blue line is miles below the green line. Okay, now let's look at this here. The blue line here is still below the green line. Okay, this bit here, the green line. So this point here is below this point here. Now look at this, 0.6. So we are moving along here now. We are moving in this direction. When x is negative 0.6, the blue line is negative 1.5 something. I'm guessing somewhere around here. Okay, and then the green line is 0.8. So I'm guessing somewhere around here. You see, the blue line is still below the green line. Now let's move to this bit, negative 0.8. So negative 0.8. The blue line is negative 1 point something, 1.2 something. So it's getting the two lines are getting closer, and the green line, now the green line enters the negative realm, but it's still above the blue line. So I'm guessing somewhere around here. Okay, so you see this blue line is below the green line here. Now let's look at what one. Oh, look, exactly one here. The blue line would be negative 1. The green line would be negative 1. So this one here is a solution because that's exactly negative 1 is a solution. So x equals negative 1. This is a solution because the two are equal. Okay, this won't be a nice neat number like negative 1. It's going to be it's going to be point something. So let's move along here. So at negative 1.2, the blue line here is above the green line. So the blue line here is above the green line. Okay, because negative 1.12 is somewhere here. Negative 1.6 is going to be below that. Okay, so now let's look at this here. The blue line here is still above the green line. So the blue line is still above the green line. Look at this here. The blue line here is still above the green line. So the blue line is still above the green line. This one here, the blue line is still above the green line. The blue line is still above the green line. And then this here, there's a switch over at negative 2. At negative 2, the blue line is below Can you see this is the negative 4.5 is below 4. So there's a switch over between here and here. So I'm going to guess. I'm going to get a midpoint between this and this. So I'm going to guess x equals negative 1.9. So this here would be our other solution. Okay. So yeah. So well, in the next video, I will give you some practice. Okay.